I quite literally got to the point where I feel like everything that society tells you that is wrong, there's a reason why they're telling you that is wrong. For example, there is many ideologies out there, and they'll tell you you shouldn't do this because it's bad and you'll go to eternal damnation, right? And then when you looking around and you looking at the powers that be, whoever they may be, I don't know who they are. I have no idea. They do the exact opposite and gain absolute power when they do. So I came to think, I'm like, okay, they use what they told you not to do to become weak while they become powerful. That's just a random thought. They also tell you in cartoons and just anything that's entertainment, right? Entertainment factor. They always tell you losing is bad. The only people that's telling you that losing ain't bad right now is the people that are spreading a higher mindset, the mindset of growing, becoming better, becoming an overall better human being, spiritually, physically, mentally, in every which facet of the way. They tell you that a loss ain't a loss, it's a lesson. So losing actually ain't bad. And what's better than just losing is knowing how to lose. Knowing how to lose has got to be some of the greatest, absolute greatest ways to become a better human being that I've ever discovered. I don't think I've ever watched a YouTube video that taught you how to lose. How can I lose the right way to where I become a monster after this? I become better after this. If I lose correct, my body will feel like every time when I take another perceived loss, my whole body, mind, and spirit is just going to say, oh, this is just a trial by fire. This is just a trial by fire to forge me into becoming the God I'm supposed to be. That's in my head. Now, every time when I make a mistake, do something that's embarrassing, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. My ego is hurting. Since I'm aware of the powers of the ego, the powers of fear, the powers of all that, taking a loss and the perceived mainstream, what they push as a loss when people lose, is only to keep you down. Fear, anger, sadness, all the negative emotions that take over your mind, body, and spirit and cause you to misjudge and make bad decisions. Loss triggers all of that. How do you take a loss correctly? How do you take a loss the right way? Something embarrassing happened to me recently, which I will not divulge details, but this thing that happened, when it happened, my ego was completely shattered. Not really. It would have been, but throughout my life, when I've taken these perceived L's from other people, I've turned those L's into absolute lessons in life because I'm learning. So I actually took 3 L's. How many L's can I take? Give me more L's. If it's like that, I learned a lesson. I forgot how I even said it. Just rewind the video. But give me them L's, man. Them L's is gonna make me better. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually look forward to taking L's now. Like, honestly. Like, taking an L ain't. That's just another way for me to get better. And it's another way for you to get better. Take that opportunity. If you know you about to take a loss right now, it should get you excited as long as you live through it. As long as you already seen what you did wrong. But at the same time, in that middle ground, you are ready to take that loss in the best way possible. You are ready to walk out that situation automatically on the thought process of, how can I learn from this? How can I let this not ever happen again? It's really that simple. When you look at Mother Nature, when you look at the world, when you look at Earth, when you look at the stock market, you know it's always present. Whether these things in nature get affected or not. Gravity. You know what happens when a ball falls from a very high place? When it wanted to be high up on a pedestal or high up on ground, and then the wind blows it off and now it falls. Guess what? When that ball hits the ground, it bounces. The stock market bounces. The charts in the stock market, when you look at stocks going up and down, depending on the stock, of course, or 99.9% of stocks that are in major, just major, I don't even know the name, but it's basically like a stock that contains many stocks within it, like the Dow Jones or the NASDAQ. When it drops, eventually it's got to bounce. When you take a loss and you go down, you got to use that momentum and bounce yourself up just like the ball. The same exact way. It's really that simple. Gravity. You interact with gravity every single day. So that means every single day something is telling you to take that loss in a better way, to bounce back. As long as you're alive, how can you not bounce back? It don't make sense. But what I just told you made perfect sense. Learn how to take your L's correctly. And all you gotta do is change your perception. The L don't mean loss. You could define whatever you want to define in your way. The loss ain't a loss, it's a lesson. Adolf out.